Cool swinging, one shot them. Had a nigga from my hood, man, he one shot, yeah. Had a little bitch, man, I one night. Her big fine horse style shit with a nice skirt. Gotta keep it 100, yeah, shit might hurt. Critics, them hoes, they put your ass in the dirt. If you out your hustle, man, shit, just know your worth. Don't let them trick you off the streets, cause you know they work. Understand me, nigga never told a fucking soul. Understand me, nigga know how to play my role. Understand me, Tezey will never fall. Understand me, my G, you know how I go. Understand me, these streets get Carolina cold. Stay down, campaign on them G code. Stay down on them campaign G code. Tezey,
Okay, today we have Tezey HD. We're going to sit down with Tezey and get to know his music, his art, his perspective on life, and just a few things on a personal level as far as with his artist. He hails from St. Pete, and we're happy that we're able to catch this brother because normally he's in the studio putting his work in. So I'm not going to waste any more of his time. The brother's very passionate. We're just going to jump right into it. Let's go ahead and get started. Tezey, how old are you now?
I'm 27 years old.
Okay. And how long have you been at your craft at this point?
At least for a couple of years. Probably since about late 15, early 16. I've been kind of recording and going in by then, but not thinking of the focus of the serious part of it. So I started off, just recording, going in, thinking I was getting me somewhere. But, had to think of a clear mind, like, hey, when you just recording, that don't do nothing. So it come to a point of, really marketing, promotion, everything to get this music going.
All right. So when is the at some point, as a child, we decide, this is what we want to do. But when is the earliest moment that you knew, as far as life, pushing music is what you wanted to do? Like, when was that moment that the serious light came on?
I can't lie. It came upon, like, don't get wrong. I never thought I'd even be making music. But it got to a point of, like, when I was a kid, you see them songs on the radio, just try to sound them on, not ride them on, not the whole song, one take Timmy. So it got to the point where I got a little vibe with that. Like, I started having fun with that in a way. And like I said, I never even knew, like, what the hell I was doing at the same time. But for some reason, I already knew, like, with music, I knew it was something. But I couldn't call it until I got older. As I got older, in my own little lane with it, I kind of started figuring out things. But that was the moment where it started for me. Like, just singing out songs, vibing on songs. I feel like, yeah, hey, if I can one take Timmy or sing this old song, they doing it like this. I feel like, hey, I got some way to do it too.
I definitely understand. How much time would you say, like maybe in a week or a month time? How much time do you get to actually dedicate to create your music? Like, is it do you set aside time to write? Or is it more like an urge thing? Like when you get that feeling, like, hey man, I got something fire right now. I need to, find a microphone and get in it. How does that work for you?
That work out as far as basically me having that fun that time because it'd be a whole tip of like I don't freestyle. You know what I mean? So when I first started, they come to a point where we had to go to the studio, paying for studio time. I never had home studio, none of that. I always had to pay for studio time, so I always felt like, hey, I got to come in here ready. I ain't never want to slack, want to slip, be in the studio playing, just smoking, hanging around. I ain't never had no mind of that. So when it got to a point, like when I do get something hot, or I'm feeling something, I got to at least write that down. Whatever it is between hook, verse, anything. I write that down to make sure I even have that without no beat or maybe with a beat. I still make sure, everything I wrote down, come to mind. So, I don't even lose that. So, hey, when I do go back into it, I might get a whole new vibe and set something else, new to it. You know what I mean? So that's just how that came upon. So it'd be between time when I definitely feel something or have the time to go. Like I said, I don't have no in-home studio. So, I'll be having to work with my engineers, certain engineers, on their time and between my time. That's how I get it in.
I see. All right, so we all have those days when you wake up on either wrong side of the bed, or you might have something going on in your life that your mind's not completely where it needs to be as far as focus. What in those dark times, what is your motivation to get your eyes on the prize and keep pushing as far as music?
As far as what kept me pushing was just like I come down, but at the same time it was crazy because it's like the more I was going through shit, for some reason I had a better feel to write shit. So it's crazy to say it like that in a way, but I kind of like the going through shit in a way because I write better. You know what I mean? At the same time, but who wants to go through, hard times or hardships all day, every day? So it just got to a point I just had to, maintain that. Hey, we all gonna go through it. Hey, life gonna hit some of us every single day. But at the same time, you still gotta just stay focused, keep going. Just don't give up. I came to a point, hey, I started this. I done got this many songs. I done, started this crowd. Why give up?
I get you. So it sounds like you really write from your heart, man. And the music, man, I feel like that's a requirement. So I'm definitely glad to hear that, my man. If you can go back to the beginning of your career with the knowledge that you have now, that you've been doing this for a while, are there some things that you would whisper to yourself to do differently, or any opportunity that you feel you may have missed or didn't take advantage of that you would maybe take advantage of now?
I feel like I wouldn't change too much, but definitely, better decisions on between marketing, promotion, and you know what I mean, kind of, linking up with others, 'cause me being already antisocial in a way, you know what I mean. That's one thing I had to figure out with the music. You can't be antisocial with the music. You got to interact with fans. You got to interact with people. So, I'm getting over that point. So, it's really about all that. Just staying focused, interacting, marketing and promotion, and basically the more business tip and serious tip of the music instead of just going there and recording.
All right. And this next question is kind of like a three-part question, but we'll ask it in sections for you. So at this point, have you done any live performances? And again, this is gonna build on the next question.
Yes, I had about two live performances that went pretty good for me. That tap out the orphan. So that was a pretty good session. Don't get it wrong, I ain't expect no sellout crowd and nothing like that, but it was good that have that little crowd. You know what I mean, to even get that experience of performing. Being on stage and things like that.
Man, it sounds like you might have my cheat sheet, man. I'm gonna have to switch up a few things. All right, so asking about that first part, how did you feel before your first performance, during the first performance, and immediately after?
Okay, yeah, I can't lie. Hey, man, my first show, I'm thinking I'm ready. Got my whole fit, everything. I'm thinking I'm, G'd up, everything ready. Think I'm ready to go. I'll tell you, man, once you coming up that stage and you coming up them stairs, you got that mic, it'd be a whole different vibe. I'm not even finna sit here live, but like, oh man, I was just ready and I rocked it out. I probably rocked it out, but hell yeah, I was nervous. I was up there, man. Shit, you know what I mean? I had them butterflies. I ain't gonna even lie to you. But I wasn't finna let that stop now show. You know what I mean? I wasn't finna let that choke or blow wreck. You feel me? So of course I had them butterflies, but once I really, when my music came on with the vibe and, really, I got all that out me. So, basically, it comes to the part of during the show. Now when I'm during the show, like, once I hear my music, I got my vibe now. I'm vibing out now. So, now you see me on stage really turning up. You know what I mean? I done got my vibe, and butterflies gone. Now I'm on stage. Now ain't no reason to choking up, blowing rat. So we here. Then, it came afterwards. I felt good, like the performance. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I really got on stage. I really rapped this shit. Like, that was a very good feeling. It was shit so good. I can't even really explain that one, the after feeling. It just felt good. Like, damn, I really did this. I completed this. You know what I mean?
Man, I feel like I was in the moment with you there, man. Yeah, I think you described it the best I've heard it so far, to be honest with you. So, the third part of that is, did everything go as expected? Like, I know sometimes, even if you do everything right on your part, sometimes we get there and maybe the sound's not set up right, the ambiance isn't set up for the room, or the music might be drowning out the performer. Well, did everything go as expected? And is there anything that you wish might have occurred differently?
Everything went smooth. Everything went good. They had the sound right, play right. Everything went good. I feel like on my part, I could have. I feel like in a way, me still being new, me still being fresh. I feel like in a way I could have interacted with the crowd more. Before I got songs turned on. You know what I mean? So it was that's all it was with me in a way, interacting with the crowd. Just making sure they have a good performance, good show. Like I said, the show I probably would have expected a little bit more people. It was all good. I would definitely wasn't going to cry about no support. Yeah, I take that support that they give me. You was always taught, get what the defense give you. So, I take that. I really appreciate that.
All right, all right. So everyone aspires to be the greatest of all time at their craft if they take it seriously. And I can tell, with the investments that you made, that you do take it seriously. Who are some people that you believe may have influenced your style of delivery?
I got to go with. I know you get a lot of people. I even heard it in the interviews, but man, go walk, man. Gucci is my favorite artist. Between him and Boosie, like that's my Tupac and Gucci. I mean, my Tupac and Biggie. Excuse me. That's like my Tupac and Biggie. So between them two, Webby, little fat, really, you know what I mean, scrawny, little fat. Hey, you got Nick Rowe, you know what I mean, a couple other dudes. But between Boosie, Webby, and Fat, yeah, them was my main, artists that really, helped me see music, helped me want to, then I get into it.
All right. Okay. Well, then that leads to my next question. If you could do a collab with any artist, dead or alive, and I got a feeling I know you're gonna pick based on your last answer, but if you could do a collab with any artist, dead or alive, you could be a combination of the two. Who would be on the track?
Yeah, I kind of know you expected that answer, but no, I ain't gonna even go with that answer to be honest. I would love to go up on one, but no, if I had to pick those dead or alive, you know what I mean, going to hand brand, big dog out the grave right now to come do a track with me, I got to go with Fat, man. That's like my whole tip with Fat. That man died at 16. My whole tip, dog, if you was really in the streets like that, you know what I mean, whatever, how they be talking, you could really relate to Fat on a real heavy tip. You know what I mean? That man was the same age, as I was when he died. I was like everybody big brother in the streets like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it definitely have to be Fat. You know, I have to put Fat on one with me.
For sure, for sure. All right. So, is there a major label that you would like to hear from or sign to if the bag was right? I know you said, you look up as far as 1017, and Gucci's doing big things. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely set a platform. But is there a major label that you would like to hear from or sign to if given the opportunity?
I mean, I hear a lot with the whole major label thing. Between lawyers, whatever, that really sort that out, really get a peace of mind with that. But I mean, as far as an artist, like kind of label, like if I had to pick, it's crazy. Like, you damn right, I go at 1017. Go out. I love to put that, 1017 on. But at the same time, I think I have to switch it up too to give you a different answer, because I don't want to keep giving you the same answer everybody else is giving you. But I definitely have to go with, if I had to pick another label, artist wise, man, I wouldn't mind going with the Sauce Factory, man. Sauce Walker. You know what I mean? Turn me up on that sauce, man. Put me on some of that dripper thing. You feel me? Straight like that.
100. Hey, boss man, you never have to worry about as far as what everybody else is doing. Be true to you. You know what I'm saying? If it's 1017, well, our goal is that hopefully one day these get played in front of some people who can make some decisions, and that'll make some dreams happen. So definitely be true to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about what everybody else as far as answers going, because they trying to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully maybe y'all all be label mates at one point. You know what I'm saying? In a perfect world. So if you wake up tomorrow, that phone rings. It's the best call of your career. Tell me who's on it. Tell me what that conversation goes like.
Oh man, that phone call there. If I had to get that phone call, it'll probably be from the Sauce guys, man. From the Sauce Factory. You know what I mean? Sauce Walker. Coming on the floor, the man tell you, hey man, come get some of this dripper thing. You know what I mean? That'll be a nice little call in my life. Any label really, you know what I mean. But like I say, it's still you still have to go through the ins and outs. So, I'll talk to any label. Then I go with anything. But let me at least see, what you got to offer at the same time too.
100, 100. And I want to put it too that you did say something very important earlier. You definitely want to make sure you got your lawyer sitting there, because ultimately we want to make sure that you're given opportunity. Y'all get the same opportunity to have that label and that dream to let other artists want to aspire to be with y'all. I know Gucci's built something. Gucci's built something monumental, but he's done it with the brains as approaching the industry to do it, so he can have that label. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate you for saying that and making sure that business aspect is right as far as having your lawyers at the table with you. At this point, are you open to doing features or collabs with upcoming artists or artists who are just getting in the game? And if so, you know what I'm saying, nobody wants your time wasted. What do they have to have in their hand with when they approach you for you to know that, okay, he's serious, let's get to work?
I'm definitely open to doing features. I would love to do on shit with the whole city. To be honest, it was just niggas egos, you know what I mean, and ways, conflict and things. But that's a whole different story. But at the same time, I'm a new artist in the way upcoming myself, so I'm not gonna get a head over shoulders and hey, I need this for a feature, this and that. I don't need none of that, man. I'm ready to work anytime with everybody. Just come with a beat. You know what I mean? Give me a concept and we own it. Let's ride. Let's do it.
For sure, for sure. All right, so these next questions are more to get to know Tezey as a person versus your artwork. Because I know you express yourself through your artwork, but this is more to get to know you on a personal level. As far as you can kick back on the couch a little bit, these are going to be more on your life questions, so to speak. And like as always, when I lead into this question, I have to remind people: listen, don't say nothing that's going to indict you on the radio, because we hope these get played. You know what I'm saying? But just give us something that's radio ready. What is the craziest thing you've ever done? And would you do it again?
The craziest thing I ever done, caught a charge in school. And honestly, I wouldn't even change it. It really, what I changed about it, just my decision on it. You know what I mean? Just being careless. That's all.
As far as self evaluation, what's been your biggest mistake so far in life, and what did it teach you? What did you learn from it?
just like kind of, I don't even want to say being negative, but kind of expecting the worst all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I had to like really realize that, like, being that type of person, being that, having that vibe, or you know what I mean, then that attitude that could really like bring upon negative shits. I just had to really get over, like, hey, as long as I stay positive, you know what I mean, bring positive shit. Even though it's not even finna be easy still. But, as long as you remain positive, stay focused, you know what I mean? Stay maintaining, everything be all good. Everything go flowing.
That's good knowledge right there, boss man. All right, so let's say you get a call from the UK or Europe, after all this coronavirus is over, but for whatever reason the plane internet is down, man, and you can take 5 movies with you, to make the voyage a little easier. What are those top 5 movies that have to go with you?
Top 5 movies. So I can start when I'm young. I'm gonna start with off, when I was you know what I mean, old jit. So I go with Space Jam. You feel me? Got to go with that Space Jam. I'm gonna start off with that one. You know what I mean? As I got really older, you know what I mean, the real deal, movies that really hit me was shit like got down Straight Out of Compton. I liked that history and the music on that one. I liked that whole everything behind that. Ghetto Stories, you feel me? I just got to rock with that. Still watch that to this day. Maybe watch that the other night, to be honest to you. Uh, let's go with 211. I like that 211. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know about it. Little movie from Detroit, though. Little, you know what I mean? Underground little movie on YouTube. But man, them boys snapping on that, man. What I did? What I gave you 3, 4?
No,
okay, I'm gonna give you one more. So I'm gonna go with the old school. I like Roots. I just like our history with Roots, man. Just history, man. That's all. I just like our Black folks history. Hey, you know what I mean? A lot of me like talk about it, but hey, I love our history.
Gotcha, bro. Hey, man, listen, when you went to Space Jam, bro, I could see Bugs Bunny and Jordan all over again, bro. I'm glad you mentioned that, man. Thank you. All right, so what's something that you can't go a day without doing? Great.
I'm gonna keep it all the way G with you, man. I'm talking about all the way to the TG. You feel me? I got to have that reefer in my life, man. Besides my jet, taking care of my jet, I got to have that reefer, man. You feel me? I got to smoke something. You know what? I came from 2 alcoholics. You know what I mean? Moms and that, but I got to have that reefer, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, bros, man. You're not wrong at all. Anybody knows me, man. They used to call me the chimney boss, man. So, hey, at 100, I understand it. You know what I'm saying? So, what is your biggest pet peeve? Like, even if Mom Dukes does it or Pops does it, it don't matter if it's a stranger. If it's committed around you, it's a technical foul, and it might be about to go down.
Really, with everybody, moms, from anybody, everybody. I just don't like that sucker shit, creep shit, the leeching shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Undirect shit. You know what I mean? Just keep shit real. Keep shit G. You know what I mean? Got a problem with somebody? Take that up with them. You know what I mean? So all that shit, get it done with, man. You feel me? Whatever. So it's just basically like I said, all the sucker shit, creep shit. You know what I mean? Just don't be with that. It's a big pet peeve. You know what I mean? Just keep it G with me. I'm gonna try to give you my real, much as I can. You feel me? So just don't show me no flaw.
100, 100. All right. What's the greatest struggle you've ever overcome?
Shit, I can say the greatest one, man. I felt like I did. Man, it got to a point that I ain't had nobody. Like, nobody, bro. I got into a mom's. You know what I mean? Got to the point where she had to cut a nigga off, block the nigga like you know what I mean? Like I'm in the streets. That's how real it was, man. I ain't had moms. Got kicked out. I had to lose my car, job, everything, bro. I ain't had nothing. You know what I mean? Nothing but a hustle. That was probably the good thing I did know a little hustle. You know what I mean? It helped me kind of move, kind of grind up. But yeah, dog, when I came down, bro, I ain't had shit, bro. I'm catching PSTA buses. You know what I mean? Can't ask nobody for no ride. Then I walk across town. You know what I mean? But hey, I got back rolling. Got back on my feet. Now I'm in wheels. You know what I mean? Now I'm straight. Money in my pocket. I'm good. You know, I ain't asking nobody for nothing because when I did, ain't nobody wasn't there for me. So, that's how I kept it rolling.
Man, listen, I believe a lot of people have done, man, and I always refer to that story as the Phoenix came from the ashes story. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if it don't kill you, it's gonna make you stronger, boss. And don't you feel proud at the end of the day, dog, that you did it? Like, even when nobody coming through like they should have, or that they would have liked you to come through if it was the other shoes on the other foot. The fact that you were able to stand up, dog, I commend you, bro. Because I've been there, man. You understand?
You know that's bad. When you only got to mom, bro. I'm glad to mom's house. You feel me?
Yeah. Listen, I understand, bro. We have to talk. We have to talk off air sometime
Yes,
about
sir.
that, but yes, man, I understand 100%. You know what I'm saying? I felt that. I felt the authenticity in that and your answer, bro, touched me in a special place. So, what is the what's one thing that bothers you most about the world today? If you could either give the world something or take from the world something, what would it be?
I guess I have to go with like the racial vibes, dog. Just like between the racial vibes and like the disrespect between towards the kids in a way. Like, I feel like, hey, kids ain't asked to be here. I kinda see a lot of dudes, you know what I mean? Like a lot of dudes ain't even, hear their child even breathe on the phone. And that's why I get, Cam, you know what I mean, respect to this day. This man got 2 daughters. Hey, you feel me? That's, to me, that's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. You know what I mean? Big lot. But like I said, between, back up on the topic, between the racism vibes and, you know what I mean, the disrespect, or the love towards the kids, I want to say in a way. Because I feel like, hey, man, that racial shit, but that's history, man, let's get over that. But we all same color, man. Black, purple, green, goddamn brown, you know what I mean? Same shit. We all breathe shit, you know what I mean? But it's life.
I completely understand what you're saying, man. All right. Who is your favorite historical figure? It could be a basketball player. It could be a civil rights activist. It could be Jesus if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Who is your favorite historical figure?
I, they always, got picked on. They always say, I always look like Samuel Jackson. So, you know what I mean? Samuel, Danny Glover, too. Between him and Danny Glover, I all got picked on. They say I look like Danny. Hey, but them boys, they did good for us. They taught us a lot right there, R.I.P. Pop, Pop from Friday. I was like everybody, daddy. So, between really them two, and I'm gonna name one more. I'm a little bit off topic, but I'm gonna name one more. I got the name Bernie Mac, and R.I.P. Rest of the Dead.
Man, dude, shoot. I might have to rephrase the question because yeah, man, you really hit on some four great men, boss man. For real, yeah. Reese, I believe you're talking about John Witherspoon for Friday, and yeah, bro, yeah, it's yeah, man. You definitely hit the mark on that one. All right. So what food could you not live without? Like if you had to eat one dish for the rest of your life, what is that dish?
You can take off any type of food on this world, on this earth. You can take off any grub you want, but I'm telling you, what you got to leave fried chicken, man. You got to leave that fried chicken with me, man. You got to, man. Without a doubt of contradiction.
Man, I'm right there with you. And if I can catch a Publix, man, bro, it's a wrap.
Hey, all right, don't make me take a trip, man.
I understand, yeah, man. A lot of y'all might not be familiar, but I'm in Texas, and in Texas we don't have Publixes. I'm a Florida boy, so let me know. My heart screams for some of that Publix chicken.
You want to see something straight out the box, man. You feel me with that, man?
I appreciate you, man. All right. What are some of your own personal goals in the next 5 years that you want to cross off? Break.
Basically between growth and elevation, excuse me, growth and elevation between my music, life, mom's family, everybody, just growth and elevation. That's it.
All right. If your life was a movie or a book, what would the title have to be? Right.
That damn boy there.
Hey man, I'm buying tickets as we speak. Man. You better let me know the release date. Hey, that already sounds like it's gonna be something.
I'm talking about the grandma boys too. That damn boy there. You feel me?
Yeah. Hey, you took me back to the porch, man. I thought I could feel my granny twisting together that switch, man. When you said
back
that,
then, we got real deal whoopings. You still had to go get that switch where it was thin or thick. You still gonna get that ass beat. You feel me? Thin or thick.
Man, you took me back. All right. If in the future, if we asked to interview you again, would you be willing to come back on the show?
Contradiction. Yes, sir. Definitely. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Anytime.
All right. Well, we definitely wish you luck, man, and we definitely thank you for your time, Tezey. Well, I always ask this last final question for the audience. We always leave a track so that people can get familiar with your works. Do you know what the name of that track is going to be, as well as what was your inspiration and motivation behind the track, and what's the feeling that you were trying to convey?
I think I'm gonna give you that lane change, and that lane change, I feel like that came deep because it just came from a point where it's like I'm just tired of like the flaw shit with the city. Like, come on, man, we all trying to get to the same spot. Let's go ahead and put a dumbass shit, man, behind everybody, all that dumbass hood shit, bro. put this shit together. Like, we got too much talent for this shit. Imagine if we put all this talent together. Like, we had too many people, man, other cities. Man, the police is around here, man. Everybody be hot. There's too much talent around here, dog. We just really need to stop playing and put this shit together, man. You know, let that ego shit, all that, you know, dumbass hood shit go. Everybody gonna claim their hood. Everybody gonna get some money, whatever. And put all shit behind us, man. Let's work, man. You know, let's get the city going, man. I feel like shit, we can be bigger than Atlanta. We put this shit together and stop playing.
You know, one thing that I've actually been noticing a lot during this interviews is, you know, it's crazy. The artists themselves really want that, bro. It's crazy how many musicians I've spoken with, the artists that really, really, really want that, and I believe it's coming soon, man. I believe it's coming soon.
It's just, like I say, man, certain ego in certain ways. So, you know, like I said, I'm just trying to, you know, remain a grown man, just stay in my own lane about it. But of course, you know, you can't speak for other grown men or grown women. You never tell a grown person what to do either.
100. Hey, man, nothing but truth in the interview. So listen, man, I know I said I had one last question, but this is the final question here, man. How can we follow Tezey HD? How can fans reach out to you? How can we follow you? How can we get your music? Are you on major platforms or if we want more Tezey, how can we make that happen?
I'm definitely on, you know, a couple of social sites, you know, definitely on YouTube, Reverb Nation, you know, a couple of music kind of up it a little bit and get on, you know, way bigger ones, of course, like Apple, you know, all that stuff. But at the same time, you can definitely reach me at Tezey HD, everything from Snapchat, Facebook, you know, Instagram, whatever it is, you know, everything. Tezey HD, Tezey HD, everything.
All right, guys. Well, you've heard it. We're gonna go ahead and leave you with that lane change, and y'all do y'all thing, man. Be sure to follow my man, support him, download if you can, and like always, stay tuned.
I'm telling you gotta stay in your own lane out here, man. See, I even taught you that as a jet, you feel me? You stumble, but you don't fall, you feel me, young nigga? For real. Can't be over there swerving, stumbling, none of that. I'm in mines. Fuck all that fake shit, nigga, keep it over here, man. Loyalty, unity over here. Swamp Park on the way, baby. Yeah, you feel me? Get it to a shot of that is, real though, baby. Going through hard, you was smoking on reefer. It's a lot of niggas, you know that we equal. Swamp life, nigga, I'm solid with all of my people. Sky's the limit, you know I'm a riches. Painting this picture, you swear that I'm eager. Don't care about your past, girl, I want you a keeper. Told them niggas love when a nigga turn creeper. Baby mama keeping my kiddies miss evil. It's a lot of talent on Tezey, they sleeping. How I raised up, it was based off of loyalty. Fuck all that shit, I don't want all them royalties. Boy, not thinking this ain't not a calling. I want some dolo shit, I recorded. Good on my bustin' it down and I'm rolling. Think I'm still flexing here, now I'm still loaded. Live in the swamp way, nigga, I'm corroded. All that pussy shit, how that promoted. Lost in my thoughts, but I get over it. If you start some shit, don't win choke it. Give me a brick and I unload it. Give me that pussy, girl, I love stroking. Might eat it, girl, just get it over. Life's a bitch, but she'll never fold me. Nigga walk like that's what OG told me. Tell me why they lane change, dog, I remain the same. Street niggas feel my pain, never been a lane. Bust your face with flame, selling nicks a cane. Wasn't with me, man, tryna junkie swing. Them 10, them 20s, 50, hundreds, man. Tell me why they lane change, dog, I remain the same. Street niggas feel my pain, never been a lane. Bust your face with flame, selling nicks a cane. Wasn't with me, man, tryna junkie swing. Them 10, them 20s, 50, hundreds, man. Bitchin' with vultures, swim like the culture. Damn, my nigga gets bold and fuck that. As I said, we came together, man, we stayed together. We'll be made each other. Do you know how much money we'll be making, nigga? Got troll hot, tryna change them figures. No T.I. or boss, man, JD say beat, we taking, nigga. Tezey HD, don't fuck with no janky, nigga. Still got old hands round me, cut them fingers, nigga. Spank niggas movement, but I can't stand that whole fake it till you make it, figure. Just stay down, be patient, nigga. Fuck all that pure hating, nigga. Hey, fuck all that pure hating. Swamp off, tell me why they lane change, dog, I remain the same. Street niggas feel my pain, never been a lane. Bust your face with flame, selling nicks a cane. Wasn't with me, man, tryna junkie swing. Them 10 10, them 20s, 50, hundreds, man. Tell me why they lane change. Oh, I remain the same. Street niggas feel my pain. Never been a lane. Bust your face with flame. Sally Nicks a cane. Wasn't with me, man. Tryna junkie swing. Them 10, them 20s, 50, hundreds, man. Hey. I was coming back straight like that. Better swap all the way, baby. Feel me? You better believe it. You wasn't with me. Tryna junkie swing. Trying to get them 20s, 50s, hundreds, man. Hey, straight like that. Never forget where you come from. Hey. You always stand by that shit. Why they like change? Oh, I remain the same. These niggas feel my pain. Never been the lane. Brush your face with flash. Selling this a cat. Wasn't with me, man. Tryna junkie swing them 10, them 20s, 50, hundreds, man.